careful, I might. I've got a long road ahead.
Убить Китерика Торма. Просто воссоединить Оливера и Таниэля будет недостаточно. Китерик Торм удерживает проклятие, словно якорь. Чтобы земля исцелилась, его придется победить.
Not over, then through.
Those who do not listen to the reason of Lady Shah's words must instead feel the keenness of her blade.
You sound like a student, reciting words for a test without considering their meaning.
I've considered them plenty. Besides, Lady Shah favors action over words. Try it out sometime.
Not lost your nerve, I hope. I tend to remove those from my creations. Too much fuss.
I could have, but decided not to. All the better for judging your mettle. The devil is of no relevance to my goal. Besides, it seems you handled him well enough. I no longer hear that blasted singing of his. Perhaps I will seek out his carcass, should I be afforded the opportunity. Surely there are some parts I could put to use.
Kill me? Death is my ally, fool.
Kill him!
Let us make short work of this. Will be a kindness to put an end to your shall live to regret this. Perhaps not the long.
По ком звонил колокол? Убить всю нежить Бальтазара. Разгромить секту Абсолют. Мы победили некроманта Бальтазара, не сумев помочь ему раздобыть реликвию для Китерика. Эта реликвия явно важна для Абсолют. Если мы сами найдем ее, это может помочь в борьбе с сектой.
The mirrors here seem to not reflect light, but devour it.
One day I'll catch a break.
It's about time Halson actually stepped up and joined us properly. He's certainly been taking up space at camp for long enough.
Холодом веет от этого мрачного обруча, как будто из свежей могилы. Книга испещрена письменами, выполненными трясущимся, дерганым почерком. В ней говорится о некой клетке души, что привязывает жизненную силу одного к другому. Грубый рисунок изображает две стоящие рядом фигуры. У левой из груди торчит кинжал, у правой в груди мы видим рану в том же самом месте.
No one's stopped me yet. Should mind my step. Let's have a look at myself.
party is gathered. As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
I feel lighter, unburdened, as if the softest push could send me drifting away.
Just a little bit further. See my actions, Lady Shah. Hear my words of faith. As a night singer, witness my adoration.
Have seen everything.
Trust no one.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Have to keep going.
I have emptied my heart of falsehoods. I have vanquished your foes.
Descend to her.
Nearly there. Have to keep going. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall. can't afford to stay idle. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall.
I have felt you coming. The first in a century. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justiciar is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Night Song is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be. I can't believe I just did that. Lady Shah will disown me. What will happen to me?
Not what will happen. What will you do? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed. Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selûne, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more! You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready? To kill Ketheric Thorm.
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did. That's what frightens me. She must be angry. Yet, I don't feel it. Or hear it. There's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Night Song will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Ketheric Thorm.
Powerful ally. Well chosen, Shadowheart.
Can't wait to watch her cleave Ketheric's head in two.
In her blood be anointed, dark Justicia.
Here we go again.
My lady, forgive me.
Shadowheart? What happened? You were missing for a moment.
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the Night Song, I heard Lady Shah's words, and I failed her. Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Asimar said. I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea. It felt like I was suffering the agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
I suppose I do, don't I? You've done more to help me than my faith has in recent times, if I'm honest. Thank you. There's been something between us for some time. A connection, more than friends. I recognized it, but didn't act on it. I thought my faith was the most important thing in my life. I couldn't have been more wrong. I've squandered too much time already. I want to be with you. Now and always. Do you want the same? It wasn't too long ago that I could never imagine smiling again. Shows what I know. Night Song promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Ketheric Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow. Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. The Shadowfell, Night Song. I can think of little else. That's not the first time you've made such a leap. I don't know. Maybe it's a Selûnite trick, or another way for Lady Shah to test my faith. The sooner I speak to Night Song, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all. Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts. I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
Всегда на шаг впереди тьмы. Добраться до песни ночи, не подвергнувшись воздействию темного проклятия. Найти реликвию Китерика Торма. Задание выполнено. Мы освободили песню ночи, и она полетела через пораженный темным проклятием земли к лунным башням, где намерена встретиться с Китериком Тормом. Найти, откуда берутся паразиты. Чем дальше мы путешествуем, тем меньше кажутся наши шансы на исцеление. Но выбора нет, надо продолжать. Забрать песню ночи из вызова шар. Поиски песни ночи привели нас в царство теней. В основании стоит клетка. Узнать о прошлом Шэдоухарт от девы Эйлин. Шар наказала Шэдоухарт, лишив ее всех милостей и изгнав из своей церкви. Теперь все шариты будут считать ее изгоем и врагом. Все, что остается Шэдоухарт, это обратиться за советом к песне ночи, или к деве Эйлин, как ее называют, и выслушать ответы, которые та может дать. Избранница Шар. Задание выполнено. Мы убедили Шэдоухарт ослушаться Шар и освободить песню ночи. Теперь, вместо того, чтобы стать темным юстициаром, Шэдоухарт, скорее всего, столкнется с суровыми последствиями своих действий. Спасти Вульбрина. Задание выполнено. Мы так и не нашли пленников в лунных башнях. Спасти тифлингов. Задание выполнено. Мы так и не нашли тифлингов в лунных башнях.
There you are. What's happening out there? Who was that streaking across the sky?
Don't be shy.
I wish I hadn't left him behind.
Last light in. Hearth aglow and lanterns lit. Just like 100 years ago.
I imagine the vista was more idyllic back then, as were its patrons' chances of surviving the walk home.
Still, though, when you are expecting nothing but desolation, even a small glimmer of hope fills the heart.
That's the barricade for you. It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
If not over, then through.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Praise the Absolute.
It's risky to enter Moonrise with an unwelcome companion. You can pass as a true soul, but they cannot. Be sure to keep them close, so you can speak on their behalf if the cultists ask too many questions. Steel yourself and venture forth.
Перевернуть все проклятые камни. Осмотреть все ключевые области в землях, пораженных темным проклятием.
Not to diminish our efforts, but it was rather simple getting here in the end, wasn't it?
The obstacles ahead of us promise to be higher still, which will make the pleasure of overcoming them all the more potent.
We are favored. We are blessed.
A mere shadow of a creature, yet it hears the Absolute's voice.
The blessed will conquer all.
There was a farrier in Desarin Valley. And the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. But they wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
Making me sweat. Poor fucker. On my way.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I itch to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled. At least for a while.
I know better than to indulge every craving, Shadowheart. But when the time is right, the Absolutists will feel the sting of my blade.
Need to find a way forward.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
This fortress was a seat of the High Heralds, I believe. Long gone from here, of course.
Who now?
A council of intellectuals, respected throughout Faerûn. Leading authorities on heraldry, of course, but also history, genealogy, and diplomacy.
Seems like diplomacy failed. If they allowed Ketheric Thorm to take over. Twice.
Another true soul. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
True soul business, not for us. If it's... Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back. Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
Your family answer. Eventually.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. What did she want, anyway?
She came dressed as a novice. Gave me 3 soul coins. Said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. You want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Mavery. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate, struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Mavery. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins after the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand.
Заинтересованному лицу. У Фруга башка застряла в бочонке с маслом, а когда его бесенок хотел ему помочь, они оба свалились с уступа в вулкан. Я так ржала, что Зариэль меня выгнала из комнаты. А больше ничего особо интересного не было, хотя я, конечно, дьявольски по тебе скучала. Целую, обнимаю, Фло.
If you have coin, then show it. Get moving, will you? You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. I do not peddle. I put weapons in worthy hands. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place. Prove it! Who's singing your name? Looks like there's bite in you yet. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest.
I was a farrier in the south. Then the dreams came.
My brothers had dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
Выщербленный доспех. Продемонстрировать свою силу торговцу Багберу. Необычное признание. Рассказать торговцу Багберу о своих подвигах. Один из первых вариантов такой алебарды мастер-кузнец забраковал еще на ранних стадиях разработки. Эта стрела выкована из метеоритного металла. Она тревожно гудит.
Where do you hail?
I've got a long road ahead.
I was a farrier in Desarin Valley.
You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zarel now.
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
Of many thoughts, one mind.
It's Roa you want. We only talk when you've misbehaved.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. They were a little more frothing at the mouth than faithful, true enough. Here, though, look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? true soul.
Эта великолепная шкура была добыта с редкого мифического существа из страны фей, этакой помеси единорога и горностая.
Let's get going.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern.
They'll catch a break.
To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are, each of us.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh?
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Elvinster's not around, so might as well.
Rollo.
Got yours. Now, let's get in and out.
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Disarring Valley.
What to choose?
And the dreams came.
I brought
Right
it
on
on
my
my
feet.
dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family